The spirit to serve is one of our strongest core values. Your colleagues at Marriott offer these tips to help you capture the essence of Marriott's spirit to serve.
Associates are looking for more out of their companies than simply a place of work. They're looking to give back to their communities, looking to make a difference in the world.
You know, when you have a company like Marriott that has so many different opportunities to be involved, that appeals to associates. And associates want to be a part of something bigger than themselves.
Mr. Marriott's always said, take care of the associate and they take care of your customers. They take care of the guests. So having that philosophy of having your associates engaged, wanting to be here, wanting to be part of Marriott's mission, the core values, really adds to our success.
Learn about Marriott International, about its history, brands, and what our unique place in the industry is.
Learning about the company and the culture immediately makes an immediate impact on people because they understand this, it's still a family business in essence, and that we have a very strong culture.
Familiarize yourself with other aspects of the business. Take the time to visit a Marriott hotel to understand what goes on in the heart of the house.
We take our teams to the properties and then show them the operation and show them how the systems are used at the properties and how they help the guests.
Forge relationships.
You really need to value your associates, get to know them not just for the skills that they bring to your work, but also get to know them as a person.
Delegate. Show your associates that you trust them to do the work.
I do different things to help inspire sharing of ideas. I work with my team, I'm collaborative with them. I ask them for their opinion. I think it's important that if you ask the question, they'll share their ideas. If you don't ask, they won't share.
Communicate often with your team.
It's very important for a manager to listen to their associates, to understand them, understand who they are and what they're all about, because it's those things that motivate them to do their best.
Know your management style and acknowledge that it may not fit each associate you manage.
Communicate openly and honestly with your associates. Feedback back and forth, which means I would give you feedback on the work that you're doing, but I want you to give feedback on how I'm doing as a leader and a manager to ensure that if there's things I need to change, I can change them so we can work successfully together.
Manage within the hospitality culture. No matter what your professional discipline, we are all in the hospitality business.
I think it's that constant reminder of what they are doing is equally important as an associate that is serving the guest at the property, makes them feel more connected to their job and more engaged to their job.
While the culture within Marriott is to be pleasant and cordial, as a manager, it is important not to avoid conflict. If something needs to be fixed, address it immediately to avoid challenges down the road.
If you think about every day when you come to work that it is your responsibility as a manager to remove obstacles. It is not your job to be a sergeant at arms and to tell people, here's your orders, now go do them. Your job is to figure out what is the objective of the department and how can you make it an inspiring workplace. You want people standing in line to work for you. Now that doesn't mean that you necessarily always have to be the most fun and nicest person in the building. This is, people want to work for you because they know they'll have the tools and the resources. They know they'll have the training. It's inspiring to work in that department because your ideas are valued.
Take time to develop relationships with other Marriott stakeholders.
Reach out to individuals, both on your own team, across the organization, and that really engenders goodwill. And really, down the line, when you're trying to work with other departments or other individuals, it really fosters that teamwork environment that we're all going for.
Gaining a consensus will require a continuous investment of your time. Therefore, be patient and embrace every opportunity to gain the trust of your associates and colleagues.
Marriott is very team-oriented, consensus-oriented, which is why I think we have been so successful. So I think that if managers just can remember that this is all about making individuals the best they can be through very positive reinforcement, asking them to be a part of the solution. Associates can't come to you with their problems and just dump them. They need to come to you with their issues and solutions, and know that you'll listen and know that you will take, action on the ones that make sense. And I think if you do that, managing people is just an incredibly rewarding career.
The spirit to serve is your duty, but it's also your advantage. As you help others by serving fellow associates, you are aided by that same spirit from those you serve. The spirit to serve means that Marriott has an entire support system in place to help you lead others to excellence. Because that is the Marriott spirit.